you ever bomb? Like, what's the worst? What's the
Dude, worst I bombed was in Phoenix.
Really?
Yeah, this was probably it wasn't my crowd. So what happened, this was maybe like 2017. I had my own headlining shows Wednesday, Thursday. And they sold okay. Not both of them didn't sell out. If it was one show, it might have. But it was at the House of Comedy out there. It's in North Phoenix. Phoenix is too big also. Can we talk about it's too big.
Phoenix is
it's massive. They're like, oh, Scottsdale to here, 45 minutes. No. No. This is a desert town. 12 minutes max. But so I did my 2 shows Wednesday, Thursday, and then I asked the club because I just wanted more stage time. I was like, can I stay for the weekend and open for the headlining act, who was Mo Mandel. Very fun if you ever see him. So I stayed, right? And now I forget it's North Phoenix. Older Republicans, right? So I, for whatever reason, opened with some Trump joke and it got nothing. I don't even do political material, but for whatever reason, I was like, it was like doing fun on my show. It was doing well. So I'm gonna fucking, you get that new bit excitement where you're like, I'm gonna just throw it at him. Nothing. And I go, oh shit. I start sweating. I'm sweating. I'm pulling out my closer immediately. The closer doesn't work. And I'm supposed to do 20 minutes. I'm like 7 in and I've maybe gotten a laugh or a sneeze at this point. Like, I don't know. And what broke the ice is there was a guy in the front row with a fedora. And I was like, well, at least fucking fedora guy likes me. And then like that cracked the room. And I finally was able to get back. But like, dude, there was 10 minutes. Somebody wrote to me on Facebook the next day and they're like, I don't think you're meant for comedy. And
oh my gosh.
Old lady, her profile photo had 19 chins in it, the low angle shit. But she like literally like
she Facebooked you, bro.
Directly.
Imagine
I got live
how much
yelped.
on the way home she complained about you. For her to go home, open up her laptop, and be like, "What the fuck was?"
Remember
his name?
her password. Say she's not a human. What is my password? But it's like I got feedback I didn't ask for. This was my Facebook page. It's not Yelp. She just found me. It was like, and my opinions.
By the way,
Oh, God, so
but go to North Phoenix. It's older white ladies.
Yeah.
So I get it. And also I bombed that night 100%. Like I deserved that message. Did it feel great? No. But the next night you go, okay, maybe let's not open with that. And then it's just trial and error.
You're like Trump.
Yeah, no. I switched it up. I was like, I love Trump. Don't clip that. But
Clip that.
no, boys. But the next show, I flipped it up and then put that later in the set, and it was fine.
yeah.
But had I not, comedy is the best ego check because it's like you'll have the best show in the world. And then I literally in the back of my head go, oh, this next show is probably going to suck.
Well, it really depends. I mean, it's hard because it depends on your audience, right? Like if it's your show and people are coming for you, that's your audience. But
Right.
if, you're doing a show for a different comedian, it's a completely different demographic, then you're like, oh, everybody's humor is a little different.
Right. But if it was too easy and every show you killed, what's the fun in that?
Yeah.
So, I mean, and I think there's even shows to this day where it's like the people that come out to support me, I love wholeheartedly, but sometimes there is people in the show who are just too drunk. It's like, it's usually the late shows and it'll be like 11 o'clock at night and there's nothing wrong with them. They're just hammered.
Yeah.
And they're like, I'm going to yell out the alphabet in the middle of a set. And you're like, A through Z. And then A's. And then you're like, what am I? And so that might make it a bad, these people, like 98% of the people that are like, just act normal. There's 2% that are fucking hammered, and that might make it, quote, a bad show. So like a bad show when it's not my crowd, it just might not be funny to that older audience or whatever it is. But when it is my crowd, it's like the whole crowd is there for me, and we're all reciprocating. But there's like a small fraction of the people that are just like drunk that might like ruin it, or a lot of times I get messages after they'll be like, show was great, but if I was sitting next to the so-and-so guy or this girl, and it's just,
Yeah.
So that's like a bad show to me.
I'm not going to mention who it was, but there's a few comedians I would go and watch. And there's some certain comedians that do not accept like chatter at them.
Oh, I know many of them.
Oh, there was one. It wasn't Seinfeld like known for that. Like he would not like if somebody says something, he'll like pause and then like he'll restart his joke or something like that.
No, I think you're thinking of the video when he kind of went like a little nuts on stage and he was like yelling at everybody.
Nope,
What
that's
I'm
not Seinfeld. That's his. That's Kramer. You're thinking
Well,
about
Kramer did something much worse.
No. I don't know. That's
I
not
thought
what
for some
talking
reason when you
about.
said Seinfeld, you said yeah, that's who I thought of.
No, I just know that there's some comedians that just won't play that.
Dude, I mean, it's distracting. You know, it's you're so like locked in up there, and the only thing that it's very bizarre because the only thing that doesn't disrupt your brain is the laughter. But then the second somebody does something out of that's not laughter, they spill a drink, they yell something out, it can throw you off.
Yeah.
Even if there's just like a chatty couple in front.
Yeah.
That always blows my mind when there's somebody's in the front row.
That's crazy
and they're
to me.
Full blown conversation.
That is the most disrespectful thing. To do it in a movie is one thing, right? But like somebody's out on stage.
I just don't think.
And you're so
giving
close.
their heart.
That's what I think. I'm like, how do they not think that I can't hear them?
Yeah, when you say in the front row, it's almost you feel so like I don't know. You're so close.
What sucks is only you can prevent forest fires. No, only you can hear it. Because
You have ADHD, don't you?
I don't know what I have. but if you call it out, the people in the back of the room are like, I don't know they were talking.
Yeah.
So now you look like an insane person. You're like, hey, would you guys mind not talking? And then everyone's like, what? Like that is also weird. Like there are moments where you have to be like a stage hand and also a comedian. You're like, hey, can you guys actually quiet down? It's really distracting up here. And then the whole room's like, whoa, what's happening?
Yeah.
You know?
And if they didn't hear it, then
Well, it's just awkward. Then you got to like get back into it. You know?
Why don't you? Do you ever do it in like a funny way? Like, hey, shut the fuck up, or like something.
Yeah,
like,
of course. Yeah,
I just punch them straight in the face.
No. I'll just be like, are you guys doing a fucking podcast down there? What are you guys doing?